I know, another fast food funeral. Well, so far, no McDonald's. I did one on live stream, a funeral a while ago for that, a few days ago. And I did KFC. We're doing the major culprits right now, okay?
For the love of God, it's been 5 days since you last had Burger King. Since then, you've been pigging out on whatever fast food you can get your hands on. Let me guess, as soon as you've gone over all these funerals, you'll come out and give us a speech about why this doesn't work for you and you need to learn moderation. Just be honest and say you never intended to quit these places. These funerals are just an excuse to pig out on large quantities of junk.
And today, we're doing Burger King.
And what's going on with your eyes today? Looking extra swollen and leaky. Probably shouldn't be feasting on all those salty, greasy carbs, but hey, she saw an eye doctor a year ago, so it's okay, guys.
So, let's unpack. Alright, so, Bismillah Beauty Bite. So what we have here is a Whopper with cheese, chicken royal, just a regular one, with cheese, an apple pie, regular curly fry, Coke Zero. The only thing I don't like about delivery BK here is the lack of fountain drinks. Like, come on, man.
What a pitiful existence. Like I've mentioned before, Kuwait does not require restaurants to provide nutritional information, so the calorie count is an estimate based on other countries' data. I lowballed the numbers and did not include any sources, but it still came up to over 2,150 calories. And let me guess, this is just the first meal of the day.
Get with the program! Yeah, I'm Whopper. So, have you guys heard about, this happened like, I've known about this for weeks, but have you guys heard about the woman from Adelaide? So this woman from Adelaide, Australia, her daughter was being bullied incessantly. The mother said that she's been, contacting the school, trying to get them to do something. And as usual, the schools do nothing. I have bad allergy eyes today, wow. So, when her daughter's bully tells her daughter to, how do I say this? Unalive herself, basically. The mother's had enough, she was at her wit's end. So she goes into the classroom and starts cussing out and threatening this girl. I forgot to check how old she was. Maybe 11 or 14. I'll put the age. But here's the video.
A parent who barged into a classroom and threatened to slit a 12-year-old girl's throat in a fiery outburst claims that she was at her wit's end after school bullies allegedly told her daughter to hang herself.
So, I'm dying to know whose side you're on. And surprisingly, in the comments, most of the people are like, I'm on Mama Bear's side.
I'm not taking any side in that discussion, but I don't think it's at all surprising. A parent's undying love for their child and what they felt is a helpless situation. I don't endorse their action, but I can understand it. At the end of the day, we have systems set in place to deal with these things, but systems fail and we are human after all. Why are you even bringing this old story up? Desperate to get fetched by the algorithm, or are you trying to distract us from the lunacy that is your breakfast?
And it's really hard to say what you would do unless you're in that position. I'm sure every mother would want to wring the little c***'s neck, but you don't because it's illegal. But, I mean, the mother apparently snapped, and she said that she would rather catch a charge than find her daughter unalived from bullying. It's a spicy chicken royal. In my opinion, I don't know what I would have done. I mean, she didn't touch the girl. Maybe she scared some life into her. But the problem is, when you confront bullies, especially if it's a parent, the child usually just ends up getting tormented more. Like, they might now make fun of her for her mom being that crazy woman from Adelaide, And it's not up, to me, it's not up to the parent to stop the bullying. It should be up to the school. And they should expel the people who are a problem. You should have to go to like a special school or be homeschooled. You should not be allowed around other children if you're a bully. You don't have that privilege to be in a public school if you're only going to harm other children. But bullying is just one of those things that you know, swim or don't in school. I'm sure we've all been subjected to some form of it, you know? And we may have all been mean to other kids at some point, but not the constant going at someone and telling them to unalive themselves, no.
Am I crazy, or didn't Foodie say she'd wish FFG would see her dead mother soon? I swear I remember it.
Another thing I was thinking is, why don't they take the bullies, make them go to some kind of detention where they're like reformed, you know what I mean? Like really try to teach them what they're doing is wrong.
Isn't that what they did with you when they sent you to Katimovic?
Try to reconcile with the victim? I don't know. They gotta do something. It's just awful. One regular fry. Anyway, the woman apologized and she was, you know, I don't know what the outcome was, but they should definitely pay more attention to how kids are being treated in the social setting, not just in the academic sense. Problem is, sometimes the kids never come forward because they don't want to be bullied more for being a snitch. But in this case, it was the mother, you know, like, hey, my daughter's being told to take a rope and unalive herself. You gotta wonder, man, what's going on in the homes of those children doing that kind of bullying. Statistically, the majority of the time when kids are bullies like that, they learn it from their parents. Which is why I know you guys a lot of you hate me when I say this. Some of the creators, if you can call it that, which you can't, their content is just plain bully. And you would think that bullying would end as a child? No. There's adult bullies on especially in social media. I know this looks weird. And that's why I'm saying, man, do what you want with your life. Make fun of me all you want. I'm resilient.
There we have it. She never had a bleeding heart for other kids or parents that are at their wits' end in a seemingly hopeless situation. This is about her and why no one should be allowed to have anything to say about what she says or does. When you're a public person, you have to accept the fact that people are entitled to their opinions, especially when it's calling out your lies and deception.
Your young children are very impressionable, and they're going to see you at some point, even if you're doing it during school, they're going to see you at some point, they're going to see your channel of you having an entire career making fun of fat women.
Okay, so it's Yaba she's coming after this time then. Worry about yourself, Foodie.
I'm just saying, to me, awful parenting. Because as a parent, and I know I'm not one, but that doesn't mean I can't be observant, you know? Being a parent is more than just feeding your child, making sure that they live. You're responsible for shaping their morals at a young age. But if the parent doesn't have very many morals themselves, or questionable ones, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the children from some reaction channels, bully channels, are bullies themselves, grow up to be bullies themselves, or if they become overweight at some point, have a complex because of how their parents project their self-hatred of being overweight onto other women online. That's just my observation. Warm apple pie. Alright guys, last bite of BK. Actually, this is the last of the junk. Let's make this the fast food funeral. I know I've done these many times. Well, let's just pray and hope that this one will stick. Thank you for watching this video with me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!